99% of golfers get this golf downswing move wrong, and it's all about hip rotation. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like and how to fix it with a simple drill. Let's have a look at this video of Rory from Face On. You can see here as he gets to the top of his golf swing. Now the key bit I want you to look at is as he makes the start to his downswing, when his lead arm gets parallel to the ground, you'll see that his hips have turned to a square or parallel position to the target, and this is a common move amongst all the best golfers in the world, the best pros and all top amateurs as well. Okay, so we know what the pros do and the better players do, so what amateurs do, and this is what I see in many golf swings that I look at, and you might be able to relate to this as well. As you start your downswing, typically what most amateurs will do is the arms and the upper body, the shoulders will move at the same time as the lower body. Now, when you do that, what happens is, quite often the club will come down steep and you lose that sequencing in your downswing, that coiling effect, that spring effect, where you can really whip through and generate power if you get that out of sequence. So what I'd like to see you try and encourage you to do, and this doesn't matter how long your backswing is, you can have a short backswing or a longer backswing. Instead of moving everything together, when that club gets down to lead arm parallel there, get those hips to move back to square, and you can practice just getting those hips getting back to square here. Now, why is this even important? Well, typically what will happen in a golf swing, when your hands get down to this lead arm parallel, these wrists will start to uncock. Now, in a golf swing, if you turn this upper body all together like this, what will tend to happen, the wrists will tend to release early, and the golf swing will involve a lot more of your hands and arms to try and time up the golf ball. Now, whenever you bring your hands and your arms more into the golf swing, it usually will result in a lot more inconsistency, which will affect your centeredness of strike. So really important, as you make your downswing, really feel like you get that separation between your hips and your upper body. So as you come to here, we want that separation of those hips to there. I wanted you to show you this from a down the line angle so you can get another look at how those hips are moving in your downswing. So we get to the top here. Typically what the amateur does is move everything together. And you'll see that the path changes, the club will come generally a lot of the time across the ball. That's where you get your slices and your pulls from. So what I'd like to see you do is, as you start your downswing, is get those hips moving first to square, there. And you'll actually see as I did that, look what happened to the shaft. It naturally wanted to shallow out. I'll do that again. Get those hips to square. As soon as we get to lead arm parallel, see that shaft will shallow, and then from there, you can rotate through with your body and you're not relying so much on your hands and arms to strike the golf ball. And I really want you to feel like that chest is moving through, that chest, as we come to here, and that chest is moving right through to the target. Really important that chest rotates through. Now I'm going to show you a couple of simple little drills and feels you can do to build this into your golf game. Now, the first thing I want to show you, I've just got a couple of straps here. You need something with a little bit of weight, so even a piece of rope or something will work great. But the idea is to take your stance, I want you to swing to the top, and I want you to get those hips moving before you sling your upper body down and through. So it should look something like this. You can see that little move, it's hard to pick up. As soon as that strapping touches my back, I'm getting the hips to square up, and then I'm releasing through. That's how you get some serious speed and slingshot action, or catapult action as it's sometimes called, in your golf swing. So from this angle, really whip it through. Great little drill you can practice to get that feel of those hips moving. Now another little thing you can do, grab a club, you can set up to, you don't actually have to hit shots doing this, so I'll get rid of that just for now. But I want you to get to the top, just as I showed you earlier, As soon as that lead arm comes down slowly, we're getting those hips to move to there, and through. And you can build up a lot of speed and power just doing that. So getting those hips to move, the club shallows out, and then through. A great way to practice is just doing a pump drill to get these hips moving properly in your downswing. So set up over one here, and what I want you to do is just practice getting those hips moving to there, and then swinging nice and easy through, turning your body, your chest, everything through to the target. I'll show you how one's done. This is a great little drill you can do, just hitting short little shots. This works even if you can only make a half swing to here, it doesn't matter. The main thing is that you get those hips getting back to square and then turning your whole body through to impact. So let's do one. Just going to go back nice and slow to the top, and we're just going to get those hips moving. And then from here I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. Simple little drill, gives you a good feel. You should feel your hips, you should feel a nice little stretch when you do this. Right around that hip area there. Now, if you've got some sort of injury or something, just be careful how much you move your hips. You may need to adjust your stance a bit more, flare your feet a bit more. You can lift that lead heel off the ground. Again, you can flare out that lead foot in your downswing, just to give yourself a bit more room. But you should be able to feel those hips rotating open, give you more speed and more consistency. Now, important video for you coming up, because this one talks about how the shoulders work in the golf swing. Now, it's a little bit different probably from what you've seen before, but this concept of how much they actually really move is powerful and ties in with this video to help you play amazing golf. So I'll see you on that video. It's coming up.